Hey guys, what's up and welcome to my channel for today's video. This is kind of random. I just recently decided I was gonna make this video like 10 minutes ago because I don't know what to do. I don't have a video for this week and I have been very behind on reading as of lately. So the initial idea was to film myself reading for a week and see how many books I can manage to finish up because I'm currently in the middle of a lot of books. Probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books, 8 books. I'm in the middle of 8 books. They're pretty big and I really need to finish those up because it just doesn't sit well in my brain to have that many books unfinished. And so initially my plan was to make that video this week, but then I was like, let's for funsies see how many books I can read today. Right now it is 7:24, so this challenge is gonna start from 7:30 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. and we'll see, 1, if we manage to stay awake, and 2, how many books we managed to finish up in 12 hours. I'm gonna show you the 5 main books that I have currently going on because those ones are the ones that have a bigger dent into them, and those are the ones that I kind of want to prioritize out of the 8, but for the sake as well to keep me awake, if I'm not feeling any of those books, then I'm gonna allow myself to pick another one. So we're gonna be flexible, and the idea right now is just to get me out of a freaking reading slump because guys, I have only read in 2025, today is February 22nd, and I have only read 2 books in 2 months. That's not okay at all. I know it's not a race for me, it's not okay. I need to pick up the habit of reading once again. It's not that I don't like the books that I'm reading, I have a lot that I want to pick up, but I feel very overwhelmed with a lot of things that I want to do outside of reading that I just get completely blocked and I don't read as much as I would like to, and I find myself unable to finish a book apparently. So that's the idea for today's video. Let me gather all the books and I want to show you, and we're gonna start the challenge in 4 minutes. Okay, I got the books here. I have 4 physical copies and 1 is on my Kindle. As you can see, they're pretty big, they're chunky, they're not thin, and yeah, I'm struggling mostly because these 2 are not genres that I normally gravitate towards, so they've been very complicated for me to finish. You have already heard me talking about these books. If you know, and if you have seen my videos, this one has been in my TBR and I have already read this much of the book since 2023, and this one I started last year around spring and didn't finish. So those are the first ones, The Shadow of the Wind and Chernobyl's Voices, or Voices from Chernobyl, I don't know, but those are those. And then I started A Court of Wings and Ruin, which I loved. The thing is that since it is massive, I felt intimidated by it and then ended up changing the book, but I really like it. I love these characters, I love this series so much. So it is started but not with a big dent into it, and then I started reading in my last vlog Buy Yourself the Damn Flowers. This one I'm actually really enjoying. This one is actually my current read, so it's not that I left it behind, I just haven't finished it yet. I'm that far into it. And then the 5th book is actually my Kindle, and it is Addicted After All by Kristen Beccarici. I have 22% into the book, and according to my Kindle tracker, I can finish it in 10 hours and 30 minutes. So as for expectations of this video, I'm gonna start with this one actually and see if I can finish it and make a dent in probably either Buy Yourself the Damn Flowers or A Court of Wings and Ruin, if I'm being completely honest. I just don't think I'm gonna feel like gravitating towards the first 2 books. So yeah, hopefully we can make this happen, or at least we can finish 1 book, because if not, this video is gonna be like a normal reading vlog of me reading 1 single book, and I don't want that. So I'm gonna hurry up, and actually I'm gonna do an experiment because I've seen Emmy Rosa, I think that's her name, that she uses brown noise in order for her to concentrate and read faster. She reads very quickly, like extremely quickly, and I'm not expecting to read as fast as her, but maybe a little bit faster by using brown noise. So I'm gonna try that and we'll see. If I manage to finish that one in less than 10 hours and 30 minutes, then I'm gonna call it a win using brown noise. But yeah, I'm gonna go grab my AirPods and we're starting now at 7:30, okay? Okay, first update. I'm currently 43% into the book. So I've read 20% more of this book, and according to my tracker, I still have 7 hours and 17 minutes left. It is 10:25. I'm not good at math, so I don't know if I'm good or bad. I think I'm right on track. I'm not going any faster despite me wearing headphones and canceling the noise outside. So I think that's fine as long as I can read any other book in this video besides this one. I'm gonna be fine. That's the plan, that's the goal. And right now I'm just gonna go make myself some coffee and probably grab something for dinner because I'm kind of hungry. So that's the first semi-break because I'm gonna continue reading, of course. And oh my god, I didn't even notice everyone's asleep right now. But yeah, let's go make myself a coffee. I don't know why, but I really want to cry right now. I haven't even made my coffee yet. It's just Rose is about to give birth, and the intensity of this scene, I just want to cry with them. Connor is so nervous, everyone is in shock, and Rose is suffering so much. They're gonna have it in the limo. I have officially reached my 6-hour time frame, which is technically halfway through the challenge, but despite the coffee, I'm falling asleep and I'm delusional. I cannot even process the words right now, and I don't even know what I'm reading anymore. So I'm gonna stop now before I just do not enjoy the reading anymore. It is 1:28, so gonna sleep for a couple of hours and come back to finish off the next 6 hours. I managed to read up until 62% into the book, and according to the tracker, I have 5 hours left. So yeah, literally halfway through everything, and if everything goes well, I'm gonna have 1 more hour to dive deeper into another book. I'm gonna try to speed up the process once I wake up to see how much we can manage to read from the other book. But yeah, I'm on chapter 38, and I'm gonna give you the final reviews at the end. Hello everyone and welcome to part 2. It is pretty late. It is 8:05 p.m. and we're just starting the next 6 hours of this challenge. You know me, I am used to filming at night and it's a very bad habit of mine, but the important thing here is that we finished this video and I'm actually very excited to continue reading Addicted after all. You already know, you have seen my previous book videos, that I don't have the best relationship with Lily and Lo, but I love the entire universe and the found family in this series. So to the point where I'm at right now in the story, I'm very excited to continue reading. Lily has already had her baby and I'm just in love with the entire crew. They were so sweet with each other. The scene of Rose and Connor having their baby in the limo and the fact that they were those 6 people in that same room for that very important moment, and the emotion. You already saw me. I bawled my eyes out because I just love them so much as a family and it's just so emotional. So I'm very excited to continue reading. We'll see if I manage to lower my reading speed. I'm exactly at 5 hours to go, so technically we'll be reading this one for pretty much 90% of this video, and the final 10% is gonna be probably another book, but I'm good with that. Without further ado, we're gonna start reading right now. Are so complicated that as much as I want to hate the parents, I just can't. Well, I completely hate the mother, but Lily and Lo's fathers, I don't know. Everyone is so complicated in here. Such a good series. Oh my god. Okay, first book done, and it is 12:53. So yeah, I still have an hour left to complete the 12-hour mark, but I managed to finish Addicted after all, and it was good. I honestly love this universe, and I can't wait to read the rest of the books. I think I only have 3, but they're pretty easy because they're Rose and Connor's POV and Reich and Daisy's, and the last one is the 3 couples. So pretty easy peasy for me because I love their POVs. Now I don't have any friction here to finish the series, which I'm so happy about because this series is so long, but I don't want it to end. I just love them so much, and I'm not disappointed on any of the books just yet. I honestly found myself wanting to reread the first book just to have a little bit more present in my mind the massive change in Lily and Lo's personalities. It's so different how they started to where they're at, and we're not even done yet. So yeah, it's such a great universe. But yeah, first book done, and now I'm gonna move forward to the second one, which I think it's gonna be By Yourself, The Damn Flowers by Tom Core, just because I think I can make a bigger dent on this one compared to the other books. So I'm gonna continue with this one, and I'll talk to you in an hour when we're done with this 12-hour challenge to see how much I managed to read. Okay, I officially finished this 12-hour challenge. It is 2:06, and I managed to read 30 more pages of this book. I started at page 69 and ended up at page 97, which was exactly an entire chapter. It's so satisfying. Yeah, I'm still not even halfway through the book, but it was a decent progress. I'm happy with it, and I'm loving this book so much. I'm underlining the shit out of it, so expect my review in future videos or probably on Instagram. I don't even know, but that's it. I'm gonna wait until tomorrow to close up this video because I do want to calculate how many pages I read and give you a brief review of the books that I read and my opinion so far. So yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'll see you for my final thoughts and to just close up everything. So peace out. Okay, I've got the numbers and I'm ready to give you my final thoughts of mostly Addicted after all, because let's be real, didn't get to really fully read this book, so I've got the math. And according to my numbers, I started at chapter 14 of Addicted after all, which is page 118. I completely finished that book, which has 533 pages, which makes it a total of 415 pages read in 11 hours. I know that's too slow, okay? I'm not a fast reader by any means. And with our little experiment of the brown noise, it didn't work for me. It didn't make me read faster. It did allow me to concentrate for longer. You already know my attention span is normally of 2 hours, and then I need to take a break to refocus. And this one I managed to read for, I think, 5 hours and then take a break. So canceling the noise outside and putting a background sound did help me with concentration, but not with speed. So I don't know if I should call it a fail or a win. An average result in here, okay? So brown noise discarded. I don't really need it to read faster. And yeah, 11 hours. I read 415 pages, and then I read 30 pages in a single chapter of this one. So if we add that, we ended up reading a total of 445 pages in 12 hours. Pretty slow. But anyways, that is our numbers for this challenge. And then as for Addicted after all, I think I already said the main thing, which is I'm very excited to continue reading because we don't have any Lily and Lo exclusive POVs in the remaining 3 books that I have. That just takes away the resistance for me to finally finish the series. Although I do like them, I love them in others' POVs, but in theirs, it's very hard for me to root for them, especially at the beginning. Normally, past half of each one of their books, I'm like, yeah, I'm really loving it and devour the rest of the book without a problem, but starting and actually diving into the story with Lily and Lo, it was so hard. But overall, I feel so proud of them. How far they have gone in this series is just a massive character development that we see in this series. Essentially with all of the characters, to be honest. Their struggles are so real and so complex, and just thinking about how they were at the beginning of their books and then how they are now by the end of the series, they have grown so much. And something that I'm really liking is not only that I'm here to read about the romance, although that's a perk, I'm also there to read about them and their struggles and their growth as people, as individuals, not only as couples and not only as romance. So yeah. I love them so much, and I can't wait to read more about Reich and Daisy. They're my favorite couple of this universe. I just love Reich Meadows so much. He's probably already made it to my top 5 book boyfriends because he's so perfect. Because of him, everything developed, and that's something that Laura mentioned in this book as well. Yeah, because of Reich, everything happened, everything became better, and he's just... I love him so much. I want a Reich in my life. So yeah, overall rating, I think this series is still 4 stars, maybe 4.5. And this book individually, I think I'm gonna give it 3.8 out of 5, okay? Okay, and now, as for this book in particular, it is a very good book. I already talked about it in my slow day in the life video, but it is honestly very insightful and very interesting and very inspirational. I honestly thought, normally when I read something from influencers, the only issue that I have, for example, let's say motivational influencers, just like Tam, my only issue is that normally they do not back up their motivation with theory. Does that make sense? I feel like when I read from them, I can see they're talking from their own beliefs and motivations instead of backing their words with theory. So something that I really like is that she is backing herself with data and with theories and with a lot of people's work or previous research to say that in order to achieve your ultimate self-obsession, you need to do this, this, and this. And that's why I'm giving you this actionable steps, because I have done my research and here it is. Everything put into one single book. Read it and achieve it. So that's something that I'm really liking. And if you can see, let me show you, I have underlined pretty much every single page that I have read so far, not only with quotes, but with very interesting facts. I know I will be reaching for this in the future to reread and remember everything that she has said and to just improve my self-love journey. It's just so great. Let me show you. Let me put this down. Can you see? Normally my books are not that highlighted or underlined, especially self-help books. I don't really annotate them because I don't know if I'm gonna like them. But this one, since page number 1, I was like, I love it. I love it, and I know I'm gonna continue reading this one and fully finish it. So yeah, I'm obsessed with this book, and overall her content is so good. I highly recommend if you're looking for a motivational YouTuber or content creator that talks about productivity, self-obsession, self-improvement, motivation, and ultimately will inspire you to become your best self. Please follow her. And she also launched this year a guided journal, which I'm really wanting to buy, but I'm just restraining myself because first I want to have the theory and then practice it. I do think it's gonna help you so much in your self-discovery journey. So highly recommend follow her. I love her content so much. So yeah, in terms of the chapters, I'm currently at chapter number 4, which is not that far into it, but not only you have a lot of data, but she follows her usual kind of structure for her videos and also her podcast episodes, in which at the beginning she gives you the theory, the motivational speech, and then she gives you examples, and then last but not least she gives you kind of the homework. And this homework is focused on help you actually apply what you learned in each one of the chapters, each one of the episodes, and each one of the videos. So I'm really liking that she kept that structure for this book, because I can really look back and easily reference the actionable steps that I want to do or follow for my self-discovery journey. So it's just so good. So far what I have read, I have resonated and loved so much. So highly recommend this book as well. I think I'm gonna end up giving it 5 stars. We'll see, everything can change, but right now it is definitely a 5-star read for me. And yeah, that is it. I've been talking for so long and I can feel how my tongue gets twisted. You do not see it because of course I'm gonna edit out the wrong parts, but whenever I talk and talk and talk in English, at some point I just cannot pronounce anything. Like I can't, I get tongue twisted, and yeah, I'm feeling it right now. So I'm gonna stop right here. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't a massive reading challenge because I only got to technically 1 book, but we got to read very good books and I do not regret it. Honestly, it was so fun. And that is it. If you want to see a little bit more of my day-to-day life, feel free to follow me on Instagram or TikTok. I'm also active on there, and I'll see you in my next video. But can you hear? She's probably gonna start barking.